If you've spent any amount of time on LinkedIn, you'll know that there's nothing people like posting about more than the shitty pitch slaps that they get in their LinkedIn DMs, right? The salespeople that are reaching out to them and trying to sell them something. I'm here to tell you today that that approach works if you know how to do it. Let's break that down. We've used the approach that I'm about to show you to book meetings with companies like Tesla, PwC, Berkshire Hathaway Energy, Progressive Insurance, Nike, right, and dozens of other, Fortune 500, Fortune 1000 organizations. So this process works, and it basically comprises 5 individual steps. Step number 1 is the process of sending connection requests at scale without using automation and without getting your account blocked. Step number 2 is I'm going to show you how to structure the connection request message so that you get a high percentage of connection acceptances, and basically that opens up the ability for you to be able to execute the further steps of this LinkedIn selling sequence. The third is I'm going to show you what that sequence structure looks like. So what kind of touches are we using through that approach? What kind of mediums are we using in our outreach? Number 4 is how we leverage video and voice, the structure of those touch points within the sequence. And then number 5 is how you manage your inbox effectively without, again, using automation so that you can stay on top of who you should be replying to, where you're up to in the sequence with each person so that no leads fall through the cracks. So let's jump into step number 1. So the best way to send a lot of connection requests to people on LinkedIn without getting your account blocked and by being able to maximize the number of connections you send is to send connection requests off a list or a sheet of LinkedIn URLs. So for whatever reason, if you click directly on a URL from outside of LinkedIn to open up the person's profile, LinkedIn seems to allow you to send more connection requests this way. I think it probably has something to do with the fact that you're viewing less search page results, you're viewing less pages in order to get the connects that you're wanting to send actually sent, right? So however you do that, however you get a list of LinkedIn URLs into a Google Sheet or an Excel doc, whether you use something like Phantom Buster or Scraper, whether you outsource this to a VA, the important first part is to get all of the LinkedIn URLs in a place where you can just open them up individually without having to use LinkedIn search functionality to do this.
Right, how do you structure the connection request message, right? Step number 2. So we've got our list of profiles. We know who we want to send this message to. How do we structure that message? Well, here's how we do it, right? So, hey, first name, wondered how you are managing insert problem at the moment. If you accept this connection, I'll shoot through a video outlining a unique perspective on this. If not, that's okay too. Have a great week. Your name, right? So an example here for us would be, in one of the products that we sell as Ride Channel would be, hey John, wondered how you were managing the problem of, low dialed to connect rates at the moment. If you accept this connection, I'll shoot through a video outlining a unique perspective on this. If not, that's okay too. Have a great week. So insert a specific problem that you address or that you solve, and then mention the fact that you'll shoot through a video to them outlining how you solve that or the unique perspective you have on that problem to them. Right, this gets a pretty high connect acceptance rate. Right, you should be aiming for somewhere between 15 and 20% of your connection requests being accepted here. If that isn't happening, then continue to tweak the wording of the problem, the way that you're framing that in order to get a higher acceptance rate. All right, how do we then structure the outreach once we're connected? So what we do, or what we like to do, is to structure it in this format. So 1 to 3 days after connecting, send the video message that you promised to send in the connection request. Then 2 days later, within 2 days after you've sent that video message, right, send the text follow-up to that. And so that is something, it's just a bump, right, as Justin Michael calls it. It's a bump on the original message. So this could be something like, any thoughts, or what did you think of the video? What's your perspective on this? Something that bumps them back up to taking a look at the video message. Then the third touch, right, 1 to 3 days later, is the audio message, right? We will go through the structure of that in the next step, right? But the audio message comes next. And then the final text DM is essentially taking that audio message and turning that into a text on the final outreach. And that takes place, 9 to 12 days after you've connected. So basically, you're going to connect, and then within 2 weeks, you're going to send these 4 touch points, one leveraging video, one leveraging audio, and 2 using the text DM inside of LinkedIn. Now, if you don't know how to send audios or videos, here's a quick breakdown for you. So when you open up a message to someone, so you navigate to their profile, hit, message them once you're connected. This screen should open up. You need to do this on a mobile phone in order to send audios and then to record live videos as well. So if you want to send an audio message, all you do is once you open up this messaging function here, once you've opened their profile and you open the message functionality, all you do is click on this microphone option here, and then a larger microphone will pop up, and you click it, hold it down, and record the audio, lift your thumb, and it'll send, right? Much like every other kind of voice memo app that you might have used in the past. To send the video message, you click on this paperclip, and then click take a photo once this menu pops up. Flip the camera around to be front facing, and then you can record a video message by clicking on this icon here. That'll record a video of you, which will then be embedded into the DMs. Right, so you don't want to use Vidyard or Loom or anything else like that where it's going to show up as a URL that they have to click to play. You want to embed the video message into the DMs, right? And so do that this way. Do that through your mobile phone, record the video, and embed it straight into the DM. All right, step 4. What should the video and voice messages include? So here's the structure of our video message or a video message template that you can leverage. So, hey, first name, thanks for connecting. Wanted to connect with you to understand how you're looking to address problem. We've found solution has led to results. Have you ever tested this at company? If not, we'll be happy to run you through how it works if it sounds interesting to you. Have a great day. All right, so what does that look like? Remember, this is over video that's going to be embedded into the DM. So an example here for right channel could be, hey, John, thanks for connecting. Wanted to connect with you to understand how you're looking to improve connect rates on cold outbound prospecting. We've found channel validation, i.e. reaching out to prospects where we know they're responsive, has led to 20 to 30% connect rates. Have you ever tested this at Acme Corp? If not, be happy to run you through how it works if it sounds interesting to you. Have a great day. All right. The voice message, the way we structure that is, hey, first name, not sure if the video played. Wanted to have a quick discussion with you about problem. We've found a way to solution that delivers results. If this sparks your interest at all, let me know. All right, so again, the example for right channel. Hey, first name, not sure if the video played. Wanted to have a quick discussion with you about connect rates on outbound prospecting. We've developed a process we call channel validation that increases connect rates from 4% to 23 to 30%. If this sparks your interest at all, let me know. Cheers. All right, and finally, step number 5, how to manage your inbox for efficiency without paying for automation tools. This is pretty simple, and you can see this in the article that I'll link to below. But basically what you want to do here is you want to batch your activity. So when you send out a bunch of connection requests, do that within a given block, right? So send a bunch of connection requests out at the same time. Then wait for a bunch of connections to be accepted before you start to send video messages out. Right? And when you start sending video messages out, only send video messages out until you've sent those messages to everyone that is due one, if that makes sense. Right? So you don't want to bounce between sending a video, then doing an audio, then sending a connection request, because your contacts inside of your LinkedIn DMs are going to be all over the place, right? You're going to have, a group of prospects up here, or one prospect up here that is due the audio message. You're going to have one down here that's due the video. You're going to have, one below that that's due the follow-up DM. But if you do it in batches, what happens every time you send a message on LinkedIn is that person jumps to the top of the inbox. And so by batching the activity that way, those cohorts of people stay in the same batch or the same group. And it's much easier to manage where you're up to with a large number of people if everyone in the inbox is kind of sorted based on the step of the sequence that they're up to. Don't know if I explained that super well, but if you have any questions on it, reach out to me and I'll help you out.
So there's the 5 steps. I'll link to the article below so that you can access those steps in more detail. And if you want more content like this in your inbox on a weekly basis, subscribe to my newsletter. You can do that at salesscience.co.nz/newsletter. Send a weekly newsletter out with tips and tricks to help you be a better salesperson. Happy selling. Thanks.